All right, so the Cinderella story on the S&P might be over. We might be double topping. We might be double topping on silver too. Gold might roll over here. I'm just saying, I will give you the bullish case. I will give you the bearish case. I will show you exactly what is going to happen. And I actually called this out inside of Nordic Alpha, which is my private VIP Trading Academy server that we had called this out in earlier today for everybody to see. The exact level that we called out was the upwards level. It got hit and now it's rejecting from it and it is favoring a pullback. I'm going to show you why, because the market is super overextended. The S&P is, at least. I'm going to show you the parameters that need to be met in order for us to remain bullish and the parameters that need to be met in order for us to go down from here. Okay, so let's just jump straight in to the S&P charts and we will waste no time. And actually, let me do one thing really quick. If you don't know who I am, my name is Drew Wolfer. I just introduced myself as the head trader and the CEO of Nordic Alpha. If you want to get in there, it's $29 a month. It's literally less than $1 a day. I give trades out on gold, silver, or analysis, S&P, Bitcoin, you know, and you can request anything that you want if you are a VIP member. Now, let's talk about what's going on inside of the S&P right now. Okay, now your first target, it's going to be this naked daily VWAP right down here at $69.68. Okay, that's just what it is. It's just what it is. All right. Now, you have double topped here. Okay, you have double topped. Now, did you hit the exact all-time high? No, you did not. You front ran it by about $7, not even. I think you $3. $3 is what we front ran it by. Okay, so let's be real. It would have been nicer, in my opinion. What would have been more? This would have been better confluence is if we would have actually taken the high out and, like, say we got a wick candle up here, we SFP'd it with a swing failure pattern, and then we would have had a massive bearish divergence on that, and it would have been like the perfect pattern in order for us to say, yep, this is like short city, baby, and this would have been our first obvious take profit level. Now, if you do indeed roll over here, okay, this is your first take profit level. Where's your second one? Right down here at these range lows, all the way down to the 0.786 fib level on the trend-based fib that we have drawn, okay? Now, what needs to happen in order for us to remain bullish, at least on the S&P, from a short-term perspective, and where could that scenario take us? Because this isn't all doom and gloom. I try to give out both scenarios. Like, could we go up? Could we go down? Yes, absolutely. So I'm going to try and give you both scenarios, all right? And this, we are going to use my proprietary range deviation tool. So if we were to break out of this range, say we came back down here, and we caught support at those prior range highs before we broke out, and say we bounced from here or we bounced from here, where could we be potentially going? $7,006 to $7,012, and then $7,030 to $7,040 up to the top end of my deviation zone's bottom on my parallel, which I'm going to zoom out and show you exactly what that parallel is right now, okay? So this parallel is a very, very well-known and very well-respected parallel. Tops, 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 bottoms, 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 right? And now we are deviating outside of it. We smacked into the deviation zone one time. If we come up here and we double top here, we could see a fade and then a continuation. Now, are we going to continue? We don't know yet. We need to see, but at least now you know where those resistances are if we do indeed continue upwards. But your real resistance is going to be right here, just like it was whenever you ran into that deviation zone on the, let's see, what day was that? The 28th of October. Okay, now, one thing that I also want you to make sure that you are understanding. We are looking at some market structure that is getting really close. Like, you're way outside of your market structure low on the hourly chart, okay? So what would be actually cool is if we came up here, closed a candle above this high, and then started our fade, because then our market structure shift would be right here at $69.84. But for us to shift market structure to the downside on the 1 hour chart, we have to go down below 69.30. So the day could be saved right down here, the day could be saved right here, and the day could be saved right here. for you to continue going up. But what happens if it's not, right? Like, where could we go? If we leg down here, we leg down here, we bust through the 786, well, we're probably coming down to these range lows right here at about $6,870. And then if you zoom even further out, you're probably going to come down to these range lows at about 6776, because there's a very precipitous fall there. There's almost nothing, no support there to hold you up from just blasting all the way through here. Now, you do have your naked weekly point of control, your naked daily point of control, but that doesn't mean too terribly much whenever there's nothing else in your way to stop you from just, boom, blasting down, all right? Now, what needs to happen for us to go up? Well, we have to close. In my opinion, it would be nice to close a daily candle above the all-time high, but I would take a 4-hour candle, okay? I would like to see a 4-hour candle close above this and then a continuation. I would like to see it continue up, okay? If we close this candle, I would like to see it continue up to one of our, at least our first deviation zone, come back, use those prior range highs, which are right here, and the all-time high as support, and then continue up towards that $7,050 level, okay? Now, is this favoring downside or upside as it sits right now? In my opinion, it is not favoring either, okay? You have to wait for one of those two scenarios to play out, all right? And as it sits right now, you've got your double top, you have lost VWAP right there, which is this white line that you can see that we are now under. So unless you regain VWAP, you're not really thinking about bullish nature right now. But if you want to start thinking about bullish nature, close a 4-hour candle above the all-time high. That's where you got to start thinking about, okay, can we be bullish again? The second thing is if we reject from this VWAP and then we come down here, we could see support at this naked daily VWAP, but my guess is we would probably run right through it because you do have a massive single print right there, like massive single print, and you know, that's an insane one, right? That's a pretty big one. Now, you do have some wicks that ate into that single print a little bit, but the bottom of that single print candle is actually much lower than that naked daily VWAP, and it could bring you down to that, that range low after you had this nice pump up. You got your wick right here, and it could bring you even further down than that, okay? Now, the one thing that we got to make sure of, you got to watch this level, and you got to watch this 4-hour level. This is on any time frame, in my opinion, 1 hour or above, right? If you confirm below that on the 1 hour, okay, or below that, sorry. And if you confirm above this on the 4-hour, you're starting to look a little bit more bullish. So now you kind of have the understanding of what could happen inside of the S&P right now. And if that does happen, indeed, like either scenario, like where do we go from here based upon that, right? And with the S&P, in my opinion, it's kind of a house of cards. It could be a pretty precipitous fall for the S&P, especially if silver continues to go down, and then if gold starts to go down, like you're going to see the S&P start going down. You're also going to see crypto probably get smacked, just boom, right over the head with a silver brick, bang, right, just right in the head, boom, silver brick kilo right to the head of not only gold, but the S&P and Bitcoin. So again, if you want these insights every single day, right, like I gave out today, literally, inside of the S&P channel, I said, hey guys, look, the same exact short that we were talking about yesterday, it could be hitting right now if we do get an SFP. We did not get an SFP, right? Let's see if we get the rejection and push down. If we don't, and we break cleanly and with volume, it is bullish up to about 7K. Well, where did we go? $6,991. That's all I'm saying. So if you like that type of analysis and you want that kind of delivered to you, hand delivered to you on a daily basis inside of the S&P, you know, gold, silver, crypto, whatever, get inside of the Nordic Alpha Private VIP Training Academy. That is the best I can do. You know, I try to get these things out on YouTube as much as I can, but I save the good stuff and the real sauce for the paying members inside of Nordic Alpha. It's $29 a month. It's less than $1 a day. Try it out for a month. See how it goes for you. If you don't like it, no harm, no foul. No love lost, no love found, right? But if you like content like this, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you hit subscribe, and then boom, baby, bang on that notification bell so you don't miss this analysis ever again. I know I'm bringing it out at 11:50 on a, you know, Tuesday, right? So we will see. Everybody have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for showing up, and I will see you in the next video.